You can divorce me, Red.
I got a phone call saying, have you seen the statement that Man United have put out?
My sister said, I can't believe you get in bed with David Beckham with hairy legs like that. I actually don't want to go back to England now, and I never thought I'd say that, David. I can't believe you're going to be David Beckham OBE. Damn, I can't believe you beat me to it. Would anybody like a nice hanging sausage while we're in the area?
I love my family, but football is everything to me. And joining Real Madrid is a dream come true.
Are we ready?
Yes.
We've been looking for a house for how long?
About 2 years.
No, we've been looking for a house. I mean, realistically, we've only had about 3 trips out here to find houses. But it's been very difficult because as much as we don't want something huge, we need something that's private. Because I want the kids to be able to run around in the swimming pool.
Everyone seems to think that A, you sorted something out already, and B, that it's going to be like some massive palatial.
We don't want that, you know, we really don't want that. And I'd like to have neighbours because when David's away, you know, I like the security of having neighbours. But it's really hard to find, it's been really hard to find a house.
No, just so we can be clear about where my position is in the search, in that you've asked me to come in a month ago or 3 weeks ago when you've been looking since May because the club or whoever it was said they would look after you, and we spoke about it when we were working in the south of France, and then it was decided that you were going to be looked after and there was no need for me to be called in, and then, you know, that's compromised. I think it's very much compromised your search in that there was no structure to the search. The bathroom's not brilliant either, that's the other problem.
Have you seen the horrible paparazzi behind?
Right.
But you know what part of the stress is when we're here? Is that we are constantly trying to avoid paparazzi.
Yeah, but we're getting that on film now.
But they're going to find us anyway.
They're all on walkie-talkies.
David had just signed his contract and we were going back to the hotel. And we had a police escort, and whenever we stopped at the traffic lights, the police escort were getting us to wind down our windows and asking for autographs. Even the police. And we pulled up at the hotel, and you know, it was great for David. He'd signed his contract, he was very excited. We got back to the hotel, there was paparazzi, not just in the hotel but outside our hotel room. And I just got in the hotel and just burst out crying.
Yeah, but these paparazzi over here, they do not care. I was driving back from training the other day and they was cutting me up, cutting across the road, stopping me from driving. It was just absolutely ridiculous, and they're driving dangerous, and one day they're going to cause a crash, but the way they are is an absolute disgrace.
We know that the water's been completely muddied by the way the search started.
I don't want to be ripped off.
No. Well, you're not going to be ripped off. But you need a house.
Well, we like that. That's a really nice house because a lot of them that we've looked at for rent have been really distasteful, haven't they, David?
Yeah.
I mean, really distasteful. And the good thing about that is it's very minimal, so we could just move our furniture in and it would be cool. And things like they've got kids, so the kids' rooms are decorated. You know, that's the good thing about it. But it is astronomical rent. I mean, just to give you an idea at how much people are trying to take the fee, they're looking at, if we do it the straight way, which is obviously the way we have to do it, €75,000 a month, which is about £40,000 a month rent.
50.
£50,000 a month rent, which is hideous. It's hideous.
You know, if we could get that you're going to have to pay a lot of rent for it. But that's because the guy's moving out especially to let you move in. So he's taking advantage of the situation, but you're also slightly taking advantage of him letting you have his house. See how riveting it is? See how fascinated they are by this? I'm trying to...
I've been looking for so long. And I can't bring the children out here properly until we've got a house. That's what it is. We're putting everything into Spain, and this is where we're going to be based. But you have to be realistic. And with footballers, you know, you never know when they're going to be sold. I mean, when David was sold from Manchester United, how long did it take, David? Really, it took about a week and a half, 2 weeks, didn't it? Yeah. 1 week we were going back to Manchester, the next we were moving to Spain. It happens overnight. It's so quick.
It wasn't like over a 3-month period like everyone thought it was.
No.
We was on holiday in America, and I got a phone call saying, "Have you seen the statement that Man United have put out?" And I said no, and they said they've agreed a fee for you to go to Barcelona, and that was the first I heard about it.
We were walking around the apple park
How
with the kids, weren't
cross
we?
were you?
I wasn't cross, I was just surprised, because I just did not think for 1 minute after. There was a lot of rumours about, obviously, but I didn't think for 1 minute it would happen, and then all of a sudden.
But you've been there for so many years, though, David. You must admit you felt a little bit stabbed in the back.
I was upset more than anything, because I'd put so much into the club and felt that I'd given 120% every time I performed and played for the team. And then it was just, and then it was just weird how all of a sudden that was it.
So like no conversation between Alex and you?
He hasn't spoke to me.
Still.
It just gets bumpy here, sorry. He hasn't spoke to me still.
When you say still, so how, what do you mean?
I spoke to him the other day for 5 minutes at the funeral I went to, and then that was it.
So the whole...
But he hadn't rung me to say, you know, and to be honest, I really would have thought that that would have happened, to be honest. I really would have thought that, you know, if any point that I had left Man United, then I would, you know, the manager would say, look, it's not working out anymore, you know, you're not really in my plans for the future, you know, that's it. But when you've been at a club for 15 years, and this is a man that I respected, and he's made me into a player and given me the chances to play at this level, that probably not many other people would have done. So I'll always respect him for that, but I just expected a bit more respect at the end of the career, you know, where I'd been at a club for that many years.
How did you feel about David, I mean, leaving Manchester and coming here?
I think for David it's a real big move. You know, he's always wanted to play abroad. Real Madrid are obviously a fantastic football team. And
they're the only team that I would have left.
Yeah, and you know, they're great, and I don't think either of us would never like to hold each other back professionally from what we want to do.
I just think, as I said, there was situations going on for like a year and a half, and it just made me unhappy, and it was getting to the stage where it was actually unhealthy to be as unhappy as I was.
You can see here it is from the street. It's in one of the really good bits of La Moraleja.
Where's that? Which one's that?
This is in Camino de Golf. So
where
this
the
is
school
near,
is?
yeah. So there's the hedge there, coming down this
Where
side.
the pink house is?
Yeah, and it's a yellow house. Now you could put the hedge up so it'd go up to about there.
I like this.
That's more than we spent in our house in London.
I know it is, darling, but I'm just saying I like this.
But it's not for rent, no?
Well, we don't know yet.
I really like this.
I like this one.
I like this one.
That's still love.
I like this.
You had a plan, didn't you?
I did have a plan.
What's the plan?
I'm clear
To
on it
leave
though,
you.
Johnny, what the situation
Listen.
is.
Let me sort it out.
What was the plan, Johnny?
To show you this last, I knew it was the best. I did like the other one, I have to say, but I wasn't sure you guys would because of the work that needed done to it. But at the moment, as far as I'm aware, this house is for sale. You've been offered a rental deal, but there are a lot of strings attached to it, so I need to look into what all of that is about.
I think we'd like to look at it with the strings attached and also how much to just purely rent it with no publicity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we just did, that's going to be 2 days research. I just need to find out from Rebecca what's going on. But it's, you know, it's a nice family house.
Yeah.
And the garden is just, you know, if you look out of that window, the garden is just glorious. And just nothing. I mean, okay, you've got that big mother there.
Best we've seen, I think.
It's not on the open market, so nobody's really sort of like aware it's
How much was it to buy?
€6 million. But I need to go over.
Bloody expensive around here.
It is, but I need, what we need to sit down and talk about the rentals, the cost of mortgage, and all of these different issues, because it might well be that it would be cheaper for you to take a mortgage out and pay a mortgage than renting and watching money go down the pan.
Yeah. But
this house is expensive.
See,
it's too.
Me
this
personally,
is like,
I don't like renting.
No, but we don't like renting. But this is central London prices for somewhere that we are not going to be forever and ever. Amen.
I know, but if we.
But I think the asking price for this house is really ambitious.
I would not pay that.
Yeah.
I would absolutely not pay that for something that we spent a third of that for our big house in London with all that land. I'm not going to pay that kind of money for a house like this. Absolutely not. Because it's very easy to buy a big house, but I mean, you know, you can buy a big house like that, but to sell a big house is not quite as easy.
Do you reckon it'd be easy to sell this?
I think we'd have to look
That's
into it.
silly money, Dave. Can't even consider it silly money. I don't like it though.
Huh?
It's so expensive.
I've got some sons to show you.
Okay. We looked at a house the other day, Johnny. Well, I looked at a house, 18 million euros.
I mean,
they showed me.
Yeah.
You can't even, as much as people will think you know, you never have what people think you have anyway.
Yeah.
You can't afford to do that.
We've been looking for houses for obviously 5 months now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think that because no one knows our taste better than Johnny. So in the last 3 weeks, we've turned around to Johnny and said, Johnny, like, we really need, because we've been going to see these big, massive houses with, you know, ridiculous security and things like that, and discos and indoor cinemas. They're all indoor cinemas, but.
Imagine an outdoor cinema.
You get them.
Might be a bugger scene, especially on the matinee.
But that's why we've asked Johnny to come in, because he knows our taste better.
Johnny's
than
had a
anyone.
nightmare, basically, because...
So Johnny's only been here for 3 weeks.
But he's had to pick up the pieces, basically. Rather than what he would have done, he's gone out and not tell anybody that the houses were for us, and we could have had a house that we liked at a reasonable price. It's been very difficult for him because all the damage has been done, really, so he's having to scoot round the edges, aren't you? So it has been a bit of a nightmare for him, really.
Can we just get in?
No, not my hairy
leg. Get in
leg.
tight on these legs,
not my
please.
hairy leg.
Look,
I'll show my bikini
No,
line
look how
instead.
hairy they are, look. Seriously.
They're terribly hairy. My sister said, I can't believe you get in bed with David Beckham with hairy legs like that. I thought you quite liked it. We have like a Velcro effect when I get in bed. We're like,
hairy legs.
We have Velcro effect.
That's with your armpits.
But David doesn't ever have any hair on his body because he has a sack back and crack.
We're going to go out, turn right. We're going to walk about 50 minutes. 1, 2, 3!
Japan was fantastic. It was absolute chaos. They're so positive and they clap all the time and they scream and they try and dress like you. And it was just so much bigger than anything I ever experienced with the Spice Girls. And I didn't think it could get any bigger.
Big spits, a little bit of bling on, nice handbag.
Another successful shopping trip, slipping in unnoticed.
India takeaway or fine dining? Fine dining.
Nice. You have to put nothing inside actually.
Oh, really?
Obsession. My obsession is my husband.
Thank you so much for the welcome that everybody in Japan has given to me and David. It has been unbelievable.
expensive, look.
See, it's been worth putting up with all the bollocks.
Thanks, Dave.
And look, better than everything though, have you seen that naked cowboy? Can we get him? Let's go and get
Let's go say hello to the cow. Stop next to me.
The naked cowboy coming to a town. There
There I am.
my finger up there.
Takes a bigger picture.
This is so bizarre. We're here in Times Square.
What, you
My poster
couldn't
up
find
there.
another corner in the
My
whole
poster up
area?
there. We've got a naked cowboy. There's
Down the naked cowboy coming to a town. You.
Just bought. This is Jacob.
Hello.
Just bought these earrings for David. What are they?
They're Royal Ashercut. Ashercut diamonds, they're 3 carat each. And you bought them for his anniversary, was it? Or his birthday? Anniversary.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is the man who makes all the watches.
This is the canary yellow and white.
And this is what Elton bought when David came here with him, yeah?
Elton bought one like this for himself. He bought one, Elton bought rose gold and white gold.
And this is what Justin Timberlake's got, right?
Justin
I saw him
has,
with that one, I'm sure.
he has a round one, I have two.
We went for dinner with him and I'm sure he had a square one.
He has a couple.
I suppose we'd better head off.
You better make a move to the studio.
Because I am meant to be going to the studio, but shopping is always so much more appealing.
Making all your dreams come true. I'm waiting on you. What you gonna do? Ooh.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, I like Tied Up.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, I love this song. This is David's favourite.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Go David, go David. It's gonna be in the video.
He's gonna like it even more now.
No.
So let's go down to rep would be diminished. You know, your rep would be diminished if we make plans. All right.
So keep your eyes on me. Let me see. It's just a pity. Just keep your eyes on me. There's a sign upon the door saying don't disturb this groove. There's a little baby where you can have what I got. Get what you want.
Yeah, I'm getting
We've spent about 5 hours waiting around in an airport lounge because of the fog. But we're on our way now. But we won't have time to go back and get changed, so we're going to have to go straight to the game, hence the hair straightening in the lounge. Lucky that I found a plug there, really. I thought I was going to have to snuggle up next to the photocopier, to be fair, because there's a plug over there.
Very cosy over there.
Do spoons with the photocopier. But I'm excited because I haven't seen David and the boys.
Where are we going?
We are going to... What's the name of the stadium, please, Andy?
Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, Madrid.
Where we're going?
That one. That one. The Bernabeu Stadium.
I'm actually really excited because this isn't the first time I've been to the stadium, because I came here before when David signed and had a look round, and it's so impressive. I mean, it's absolutely huge. Isn't it the only stadium in the world that is in the centre of a city?
That's right. Right
See?
in the middle of Madrid.
Right in the middle. But I'm really excited because David's been saying that, you know, the atmosphere is just incredible. So it's nice that I'm here with all of my family to, you know, support them. We're excited. You've got your Beckhams shirt on. I've got my heated seat on, so my backside is on fire. There we go. But yeah, it's really, really exciting.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola. Hello, Horsey.
Say hola to the camera, Brooklyn.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Alright, Buster, they can't get in the car. Alright, they can't get in the car.
This is absolutely mental. See, the problem is that Steve McManaman ran over someone's foot.
It's okay.
It's alright, Mummy's got you. It's alright, Mummy's got you. It's alright, Mummy's got you. Is it always this crazy?
Yeah, always.
But normally we don't have the car in front to sort of get away first, so it's normally worse. Now you've got to just overtake this car, babe. It's alright, Mummy's got you. What I think is difficult is that, you know, the kids get scared. It's alright, sweetie.
You right, Brooklyn?
You alright, Bastos?
You alright, big boy? Told you it'd be okay.
We asked Brooklyn on the way why all the photographers take pictures of him, and what did you say, Brooklyn?
Because you're beautiful.
He normally says because I'm beautiful, but I'm cute or something.
Brooklyn, you're meant to say because you're bonito.
Did you enjoy the game, David?
It's obviously nice to be back, you know, in Spain playing, because, you know, when you play the international team, it's quite difficult to get back into the groove of things and to playing again. But I'm talking quite a bit of gibberish, to be honest.
I know, that's why I was like singing over the top, bro.
Sorry. I'm always like this after a game.
Daddy?
Yes?
I can't see out windows
Hey?
because of them people.
Are they made all marks on the windows?
Little handprints, look. Look at little handprints. You find it hard to sleep after a game, don't you?
Really hard.
Fresh from capturing England to victory on Wednesday night at Old Trafford, please welcome our latest best-selling author, David Beckhams.
Be careful with him.
New attention from around the globe as you have. I have never heard you ask directly the sense that you make of all this. Does it amuse you? Does it flatter you?
It's
Does it puzzle you? Tell me.
A mixture of all three.
A mixture, okay.
Yeah, a mixture of all three. I think that it's flattering because, you know, there's so many people out there, as I said, you know, so many people from different ages, from 4 or 5 years old all the way, you know, I had a letter the other day from a 97-year-old lady who wanted a signed shirt. So, you know, it goes from well, it's on the way, tell her. But no, it's hard to understand the interest and that sort of my life sort of creates, but you know, I'd never complain about it because, you know, it's, as I said, it's very flattering.
I mean, I understand something.
I think that's ideal because you've got David in the other room doing his, you know, his work, if you like. Go on, run up and down with him. Hold on. Pick him up more. And then we can sort of have a little room. I think it's important we like to have them with us when we're together. I think it's
Sure, you're inviting the public to scrutinise your and your family's life all that much more.
Yes, but I think that I'm actually being scrutinised anyway. So if it's my point, if it's my chance to put my point across with, say, a book or a video, then you know, that's my way of doing it. I think that, as you said, you know, the bubble Beckham is out there, and of course it affects our children, but you know, we try our best to not let it affect our 2 sons. You know, Brooklyn thinks this is just what happens to every mummy and daddy. You know.
Romeo's going to be tough because he gets thrown around
everywhere.
By Brooklyn. Mind his head.
Do you have a favourite book?
Favourite book? Yeah, this one. My wife's one then.
He looks like me. Elizabeth Hurley reckons that he looks like Mowgli from the Jungle Book. She reckons he looks just like Mowgli. Didn't she? What Auntie Elizabeth said.
like to say thank you to everyone, because it's been an amazing journey so far for me, and hopefully it continues. So thank you all.
Sponsored by Rennie Soft Chews.
Oh, it's been one of those days.
Why?
It's just like loads of meetings, and you find that, you know, because I haven't been around for a while, you go in and everybody nabs you, wanting this, wanting that, but, you know, really productive. So it's been a good day. Can you turn the music down a bit, please, Steve? But it's the fun stuff now, shopping. It's all everybody actually thinks I do.
You're happy being back with Simon?
You know, it's like a huge weight being lifted off of my shoulders. Because the great thing about 19 is there's people there that do everything.
And put differences aside?
Put what?
All your differences aside from the past?
You know, when I first met him, he came round to my house, and I wasn't sure how he was going to react. I thought, well, he's either going to tell me to piss off, or he's going to kind of forget everything. And he was, we didn't even really talk about it, you know. I think he sees me as a real challenge, which I am. David might agree with that as well. But professionally, I'm a challenge, you know. I think that musically, obviously coming from the Spice Girls is difficult anyway, but because of the celebrity status, you know, because I have had certain hiccups in my career since the Spice Girls, and I think if anybody can make this work, it would be Simon. Actually, I should turn on my mobile. I've probably got about 100 missed calls. You have 4 new messages. My mum's got children today, so she's letting me know they're all right. Oh, Jerry Halliwell, how are you? How you doing? What you up to? Don't know what country you're in. I'm in England. She really goes on, Jerry. Message deleted.
So Jerry,
Jerry, yeah, she's called me a couple of times. I haven't had a chance to ring her back. Jerry, out of all the girls, is probably the only one that I really still speak to. I don't not speak to any of them, but, you know, Jerry will ring me for a chat.
But have you been friendly with Jerry? Is that a recent thing again, or is that since the reunion that you all had?
Just before the reunion, I had lunch with Jerry, because I was thinking, you know, I always got on very, very well with Jerry. Her heart's in the right place. So I invited her over for lunch because she'd never met Brooklyn, she'd never met Romeo. And I do, you know, I don't have a lot of friends, and I do miss her company. And you know, it was just nice and relaxing. And it was after that lunch that I thought, I'm going to get all the Spice Girls together, you know, just to laugh about the things that we've done. You know, it seems ludicrous that we did so much. And you know, we all say we're all still friends, but you know, we don't see each other. I haven't seen any of the girls since that lunch that we had. But you know, when they all came around my house, it was really good fun. You know, we probably looked like 5 lunatics, but we had our album on, and we were having dinner and just laughing at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm gonna get out. Hi. Oh, I'm busting for the toilet. Hello, how are you? Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
And I love this coat as well.
This one.
I'll take that.
Try or you want to take?
I'll try it.
What do you like about this jacket?
I like the fact it ties at the back, so you get a bit more shape. Some of them just hang really boxy. It's got a really nice collar. Cruella de Vil. There's a lot of people that would agree with that as well. I would never wear that.
Okay.
You could see a lot of children across the road in that though. To be honest with you. Oh, these are nice.
Anything she wears, it gets sold straight away. She was just trying a brown jacket, and that lady over there is just buying it just because she's only trying it. That is, yeah, that one. So that is how mad it gets.
Dear, anything can happen after a few glances. So this is a pair of jeans. I'm a girl who loves shopping, I love designer clothes, and I'm in a position that I can have all that, and I just take advantage of that, which I think, if people are honest, most people probably would. Probably sound really arrogant. Saturday night.
Bye, Victoria.
Bye.
Can you go quickly?
You know, I find it quite embarrassing, because I come out of there today and I find it embarrassing because half the people standing there are probably thinking, who's in there, God, is it Madonna or is it so-and-so? And I feel embarrassed. It's only me walking out. And also you look a bit of a prat if you're walking down the street, you know, grinning away for some paparazzi. I don't like big events. I turn up and do them when I have to do them, but I'm always the first one out there.
Victoria.
I'm the last one to turn up, sit there, get the award, do the thing and then leave. Hola. ¿Cómo está? And the minute I got there were people, like there were cameramen saying, how do you feel about the fact that Davey's having an affair? And these people are saying these things to me. Probably anybody else can't hear, but because it's being shouted at me, I can hear it, and that puts you on edge.
Hey, Victoria, what about the allegations about David and you?
Sorry?
Have you got anything to say about the whole thing about David and you?
Personally, me and David are completely fine. I mean, we're so used to newspaper reports for us. I mean, we're fine, you know, we've been looking at some houses, we think we might have found somewhere, so we're just excited about that, you know.
So you're starting to like it?
Do you know, I've never had a problem with Madrid. I've even got a Spanish bloody designer dress on. Everyone was looking at me. There'd been a lot of press that week. I didn't want to be there, but I committed to be there. That's why I had to be.
I've seen so many bad outfits already. We've only just no wonder I won Starlight.
But it was hard for me to turn up at that thing when everybody was saying these things, and I'm being told, God, if one more bloody person told me to smile, I was going to say that in my speech, if one more person tells me to smile. When I see certain celebrities coming out and standing there and posing and waving and smiling, I look at it and I think that is really
Yeah, but that is what
corny.
fans want.
That's corny.
Well, it might be corny, but it's what the fans want, isn't it? It's what the press want.
Well, obviously not, because these are never decent celebrities. We'll never get Madonna standing there doing that. This is Pussy Galore. I'm just to let everyone know I'm really ill today. So
You've got to get your violins out.
Oh gosh. What's wrong with Posh today?
Posh, I think, you know, like when people say they've got flu and they actually haven't, they just got like a cold. I actually think I do have flu. I couldn't get out of bed this morning.
What people realise about Victoria is, since she was about 8, she used to write a list of what's wrong with her down. And the list has been getting longer and longer each time she's been ill. So at this point she's on like literally 2 sheets of A4 paper at the minute.
Babe, you know it's not like me. I'm usually up early. I got up at 4:30
Oh yeah,
this
all
morning.
the time.
4:30
This afternoon.
this afternoon. Shall we tell the film crew what you did the other day when you dropped him off at school and you signed in the book?
No, I admit that when I went into school the other day there was a book, and as I was walking in there was 2 ladies signing the book, but they'd just taken their children in, so I thought, must be the thing to do. So I signed my name and signed Brooklyn's name and put that I was picking him up.
Daddy
and put Daddy was picking him up, because the mums had put Mummy.
No, they hadn't. That's the whole point of why they were signing.
They'd put Mummy.
Darling, that's the whole point. It was
Sure.
basically a book that you sign when you're picking someone else's kids up. Not when you're picking your own kid up.
Yeah, but
there's no
they'd
but.
put Mummy.
Darling, they wouldn't have put Mummy because Mummies and
If you
Daddies
want me to
don't
get
sign
the
the
proof,
book.
I'll go in and nick it from the
Don't
store.
make me shove this up your bottom. Mummies and Daddies don't sign the book.
You want to tell us what's happened today?
Yeah, Victoria, you might as well say it.
David wants to set up his own office here in Spain, and we're going to kind of have somebody else dealing with the commercial side of what me and David do, really, to take both of us to the next level. You know, in particular David.
What has made you come to the decision to sort of part company with SFX?
I think because I've been with SFX for quite a long time now, and I just felt that it's got to the stage now where I've done a lot of things in my commercial sort of life, and you know, I want to move on. I want to go up a level, and if I'm going to go up a level, why don't I do it with like my wife, and we become a partnership outside of the, you know, the marriage. One of the major things was that for the next year, you know, all I want to do is concentrate on European Championships that's coming up and playing in Madrid, because football's what I enjoy doing more than anything else.
So it's an exciting time for him, really.
So I'm becoming a businessman.
You're becoming a businessman.
Hence the Financial Times on the plane last night.
Exactly, you see? Subconsciously you knew. Hence the fact that Christmas you've asked for a briefcase. You've got a BlackBerry. You know.
Got a secretary.
I'm a
and
bloody
a
PA. Come what? Actually, I'm a PA that does the extras, if you know what I mean. You know, when I have to.
Can't wait for that.
I'm only joking about it.
You know, people might criticise us and might say that we're doing the wrong thing, but at the end of the day, you won't find out until you actually do something like this and take the risk. And of course there's a certain amount of risk to it, because we're putting ourselves out there for people to sort of fire us down. But you know, we've got goals in our lives that we want to, you know, reach.
And I think we both worry about the over-exposure thing. That's why we don't go out a hell of a lot. And we're definitely aware of the fact that David, there isn't a lot that he hasn't advertised recently. He's got away with it because he's played fantastic football. But we're very much aware of the sell-by date, if you like. Huh?
I haven't advertised that much.
Babes, you have, but you haven't advertised McVitie's, so stick them behind the terrapins. And, you know, I love the business side of things. I always have done. If anything, that excites me more than having a #1 record, which, yeah, I mean, it would be great, and I think the world thinks I'm obsessed with that. It would be great, but I almost call that my hobby. If people like what I'm doing, that's great. I'm lucky enough to be in a position to do the music because I enjoy it, but it's not the be-all and end-all of life. Whereas what we're working on excites me more. You know, I very much see myself, pinstripe suit, briefcase, front cover of Time magazine, you know. I'm quite feeling that little look going on there.
I'm glad you've stopped to take a breath. It's tiring me out.
Who feeds the reindeer all their hay? Who wraps the gifts and packs the sleigh?
Right, so I need some sort of woolly hat.
Stick with
Why
spider.
did David would wear that? Is that a bit naff?
No, I don't think so, but
I'll take it.
Take it.
Yeah. This is a fantastic way to go shopping. Oh, those little rocking horses.
Yeah.
Oh, I have this one, please, Alex. They should have me and David dolls. They'll have to be sold as a two, because it'll be totally embarrassing if David outsells me.
Best wishes to your brother Dave from one sick fit, young, naturally gifted, trendsetting, good looking.
You have to get that.
I really want us to leave and turn all the lights on.
Watch me.
We are moving today. The plan was that I was going to get up really, really early this morning, get everything done. So when David got back from training, we were in the house, all the furniture was there, all the clothes were there, I was going to go food shopping, and then I was going to be the perfect wife, probably for the first time since the poor sod married me. And it's all gone wrong because I laid on the bed and fell a bloody sleep again. This is where we've been keeping our clothes, which is a bit of a... So this is all of David's clothes. A lot of his stuff's been packed up. I haven't been bringing much of my stuff out here. Do I look like I'm out of a horror film with that light shining on me? It's about right. I haven't been bringing a lot of... Jake, you know, people might want to see a bit of cleavage.
might improve, you know, the viewing figures. But anyway, so I haven't been bringing a lot of stuff out here because I've been going backwards and forwards, and all you really need is jeans. But this is basically it, apart from what you're standing on. Nice bit of like Gucci, Fendi. That's fine. Gucci, Fendi, Dolce & Gabbana, all on the floor. Can I just coordinate things, Jack? What? I might just coordinate things, because I don't know where to start. Can we, it's easier to bring the boxes in. But if they're not taped at the bottom. Here's your box. Right. Here's the box. Let's start packing. And, Jack, put those ones at the bottom. Why, so nothing can happen to them? No, so that East and the wrong ones don't get crushed, buggered when they go on. Now, I'll tell you a story while we're doing this. They're nice. So David, since moving to Spain, started dressing a bit differently. Hasn't he, Jack? Differently, yeah. Very, very much so. So anyway, so we went to Enrique and Glazes' house for dinner the other night. Look, these will get damaged. Well, hang on, I've just found some bags. Oh. Went to Enrique and Glazes' house for dinner the other night. And Enrique was there, and he had like big baggy jeans on and a nice t-shirt and a pair of Timberlands. And when we got in the car to come home, David said, I think I'm going to start dressing like that again. I was like, oh, thank God. Enrique and Glazes has saved the day, made David Beckham realise he's been dressing, what's the polite way of putting there, David's been dressing? Like a knob. I didn't say that. Right, that's probably enough. Morning.
What do you want me to do?
Huh?
What do you want me to do?
They need to be really careful.
These have got to be taped, darling. We haven't got a gun, we've got tape now.
David has buggered off to bloody training when you need him. When we need him. Right. But I really wanted to get all of this done by the time he gets back. I need to get my arse into gear. I'm just sitting here not quite knowing where to start. Buster! Buster! Hang on, let's put some t-shirts in between.
Yeah, that's it, quick now.
Hang on, I'm just giving everybody a flash here.
Why don't you put some clothes on?
Because I'm going to in a minute, I just haven't got round to it yet.
They're all packed.
Hey, Buster! Yeah, have you cleaned your teeth?
What?
I'm frightened. So if you don't mind opening that bag there, then I'll give you some stuff.
I was thinking you're not going to be able to get in your garage, but
We've come to see Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely place. We've come to see Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely place.
Why do men leave their pants around everywhere? The police can go in.
Look, they look like my dad's Docker boots.
Yeah, they're selling these in Selfridges now.
Did you say so are we?
It's quite good actually.
Yep.
Wear it today.
You're bound to
Yeah, I'm
go
gonna
today. I might get one.
No, it's absolutely. The carpet stitch that we can't do. But just check. The good thing is that we're getting a nice one without taking the hair.
Don't run off at this fun fair or whatever it is, okay?
Don't run out. It's fun.
I'll give you a call in a bit.
Snoopy.
See you later. I'll give you a call in a bit. Right, bye. Have a nice time. Bye, Monster. I think it's good that they can go and enjoy themselves for the day rather than, oh, my drug fiend ex is after your wife, Bex. What's this about? David Beckham has been warned to keep Posh away from her pop mentor Damon Dash, branded a violent drugger by his ex-lover.
Linda Williams, 32, said Beck should be worried about his wife's friendship with a hip-hop millionaire who is promised to make her a star in the US, which he hasn't, but there you go. She told the people, if I was a guy, I wouldn't want my wife hanging around with Damon. David should not be happy about it because Damon is just a crummy dog. I'm sure if David knew just what kind of creep this guy really is, he wouldn't want Victoria or their children around him.
Anything in there?
Just a bit about the fact I'm trusting, but Damon's not.
We know you're trusting.
You could trust me in a room
Full of naked,
cancer-looking men.
Oh, turn down.
Oh, what's this? You're never here, babe. Friends give Posh and Beck's marriage 6 months. Mind you, that's probably about 5 months longer than they gave us last week. So I suppose you have to think that's quite positive. Livid Beck's Posh won't move out to Spain. Oh, piss off, you bastards. Furious David Beckham is furious because wife Victoria has broken her pledge to join him in Spain.
Hence the packing up.
Oh, now the England captain is thinking about joining Moneybags Club Chelsea.
Can someone confirm this before we move everything to the house down the road?
Sophie, it's me. Can you give me a call on either my Spanish or my English mobile? Because I just want to check with the dishwasher and I need to get dishwasher tablets and all that kind of thing. That would be great. And also, do I need mops and all that kind of thing, or is that all there? Okay, bye. Some olives. Do you want to let's get fresh olive. My mum will like this. She likes anything creamy. Chocolate? I don't know. Do you know? I don't even know where the bloody house is. Sugar! Jack, have you got sugar? It's really annoying when you don't know what you're bloody buying. In Spain, they shove everything in olives. Any old piece of crap, sweep it up, shove it in an olive, off we go. Or a donut.
Don't you think they're handy to take with you?
They're really good. Does anybody like a nice hanging sausage while we're in the area? You know, it's just annoying that you can't read like sell-by dates on things. Jack? Dad, is this what you can keep this in the cupboard, can't you? What's this? You're sure this is our trolley, aren't you? Do you know it's not?
Oh God, we walked off with someone else's trolley. Jackie, we've got someone else's trolley.
No.
Yeah, we have. I was going to say, well, we've got a big... Oh my God.
What is that?
So where's our other one?
We're using someone else's trolley.
That's someone else's trolley.
What are you like?
Have you not been to this house?
The number?
No, we've seen
this one, but the previous one was...
I know, okay. Okay, I'm just going to sit back here and then move through quite
I'll put the camera in front.
This is actually a really nice area, Are you happy with the security, Mike, here?
There's work we need to do, I'll talk to you about that, but I think generally the outside environment's good. By keeping the paparazzi away, that's useful. They will try to get in though.
Caroline, loads of same nonsense in the papers today. David, Damon, new. Oh, it sounds like a love triangle.
No, it's not. It's 4 of you. There's the model as well. Don't forget
the
her.
model as well. I know who I'd rather if I was David and Damon. I'm quite flattered that I'm involved.
Why do you put yourself down all the time?
The house, Jackie.
Is that it?
We're en route.
No, it's just because you said it was glass. I thought it might be. It looks a bit like Stonehenge, actually.
There were a couple of paparazzi at the end.
Why do you always put yourself down?
And we.
What do you think? Saves other people doing it.
Exactly. No.
Just heading down to the house now.
Okay. This is the moment you've been waiting for.
It is very excited. Actually, the moment I'm waiting for is lunch because I'm starving.
So this is 6 months late.
This is the 6 months, yeah. I think this is all of Gaultier's furniture that he's.
It's not ours.
Oh yeah, these chairs aren't ours. Where's our television?
Do you reckon they'll
This
get all
is
this done
Manchester.
today? I know.
There's all your stuff from Manchester.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they'll get all this done today, Tom?
I hope so. Yeah, I'm sure they will.
So you sold your house in Manchester?
No. David Seaman was going to buy it, but he backed out.
I think he found somewhere else.
Look, was that all chipped like that, David, or has that been done in transit?
That's been done with the telly coming out. Yeah, I haven't.
Here's the food. I'm going to make everyone a sandwich.
Oh dear.
I've got some fabulous hanging sausages that have got mould all over. I've got some cheese with holes in, and I've got some dead pig legs that we can hang up.
Come on.
Come and help.
No, you do it.
And get some bags. I just made sandwiches for all the workmen, so they'll all probably keeve over.
This is just for the cameras, like.
It's not just for the cameras. Actually, Mummy, do you want to ask the workmen if they'll want a sandwich? Help yourself. Should we go and have a little look around then? This is the boys' room. Even though they don't ever sleep in their own room, they are always in our room. Brooklyn will be in my bed until he's about 15, probably. There's lots of storage space, which is great as well, because the Beckham family come with so much crap, basically. Obviously the kitchen. Yeah?
No, she's vegetarian.
I'm not sure, babe.
They in a bag somewhere.
Yeah.
They're in boxes, your shoes.
We protected them. Why do you need them?
No, I'm just getting them all out.
Oh, right, no, we protected them. And this is where we're going to have our big kitchen table. That was in Manchester here. So, David, do you think this is where, like, our sofa from Manchester can go?
Yeah,
Here?
there's the big three-seater.
Yeah? There's two living areas, but this is the one that's got the television, so this is where we're going to spend all of our time. Excuse me, coming through.
Underwear.
Excuse me, coming through. Oh my God, have you just bought them?
I bought them the other day.
Thongs?
Wrong with my
Do you remember that time I put you in the thong?
No.
You seriously don't remember that? You seriously
On holiday,
don't?
I remember.
Let's get his face on camera. You
Lines.
don't remember wearing a black thong at some point at a swimming pool?
Yeah,
So-
Gucci one.
Yeah, thank you very
Swimwear.
much. And do you remember?
Swimwear, not a woman's thong.
Oh, no, a woman's thong. Oh, those trainers. Who do you reckon he's sponsored by? Apparently this is only half your wardrobe.
Huh?
This is only half your wardrobe.
Yeah. No, most of my stuff's over in Spain now, to be honest, isn't
You've
it?
still got loads of stuff left in England.
Not much. Only stuff that I wouldn't really wear.
Got your flip-flops there. Do you want a drink or some food or something?
I'll get it all done.
You're going to do mine afterwards?
Yeah.
Do you know, he will do. When I used to, when he was living in Manchester and I'd be working in London, I'd come home at night and he'd have all his dinner cooked, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And all fruit salad in the fridge for me. He always really looked after me.
Perfect house husband.
Because if not, he knows I just have a bottle of wine for my dinner.
That's the thing. You have to look after her. Because that's what she
We
will
look after
do.
each other. I got you a smelly sausage earlier.
That's true.
It looks like a Dolce & Gabbana shop.
Yeah.
It's like a train shop.
Can't believe you've nicked all the hangers from the hotel.
Honestly, I swear to God, we paid them so much. I was paid a bill for 100 grand. It's been in the papers
Apparently
how...
it was 500 for
It's been in the papers.
680,000.
Was it?
But you know, it really has been very, very expensive. This is the bathroom. I actually don't want to go back to England now, and I never thought I'd say that, David, did you?
We'll see.
I actually feel very at home here. It's the toilet. Nice little shower room.
How many pairs of trainers do you have, David?
David wears his trainers once and then throws them out.
No, I don't throw them out. I give them to friends and charities.
It's charity and white t-shirts. Wear them once, throw them out.
Just come on and put your shoes down.
You're just so hip hop, babe.
I know. You know me.
How do we get outside? Actually, I think we might have to go this way. We're just going round. Look, my sandwiches have gone down well. My sandwiches have gone down very well. Are they all right?
It was lovely.
Nobody's like got food poisoning or feeling a bit poorly? Or...
Definitely not.
No? Okay. In fact, didn't you have my sandwiches or something like that last time when you moved us to Manchester?
Pizza we had last time.
Pizza, I did everyone last time. You see, everyone thinks that I'm not domesticated at all, and you're living proof.
Aye. From test it was.
Exactly. Lovely swimming pool.
Going for a dip.
No, it's quite cold actually. And it's not heated, but you don't have heated swimming pools in Spain because it's so hot. But in the summer I can see myself here getting a nice tan. Mind you, it's sod's bloody luck that my record will do well and I'll be bloody busy.
What's the look for this photo shoot?
I think it's going to be quite movie star-ish. I mean, I don't want to do anything too different from what I am. Movie star. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a movie star, no, that was just in case someone doesn't get my personality, I was joking. I can see the headlines now, she thinks she's a movie star. Piss off and get a personality if that's what you think, that's all I can say. I think I need more lips. You know, I think that I've been doing this for long enough now to kind of know what looks good and what doesn't. Basically, I can't do something unless I really believe in it, and I'm really happy now with what's happening and the music that's going out there. And for the first time in my life, I can honestly say I don't care about chart positions. I think there's been so many people, you know, what's going to happen to this record. I just want people to hear. I've been holding on to this music for so long now. For me, I just want people to hear it. That's what's going to make me happy. This groove, you know, I really, really like the song.
What are you doing?
It's about me looking fabulous, basically.
Come on, let me hear you.
You see, I made the decision. It's only a matter of time before I slide arse over tit on that shiny floor and look really uncool. These are French. Yeah, let's not go to the place in London. They do it speeded up, so then I think they slow it down. So then you look really sexy and...
Okay, that's lunch. 1 hour, back at 10 to 1 hour?
I'm a method actress, I just feel I need a few seconds before we begin to just get in the role. Let your head go, you know, it's great because you really get the opportunity to act and act like a complete cow and kind of stomp around and throw things around. I mean, it really is up my street when it comes to a sense of humour. I just didn't know how people would take it, you know. I hope that people will realise that this is a complete Mickey take and that it's an exaggerated version of me and it's everything that everybody thinks I am. I'm having a nightmare. I'm tossing and turning and then I wake up from my nightmare and I look at the television and I spot my head on a crow's head and I panic and then I get my comfort blanket, which is in actual fact my crown. I mean, everyone thinks this is funny. It's actually not piss take at all because this is really what I'm like. You would be amazed at my acting. Haven't I been fabulous? I'm a fabulous actress. I'm a great actress. Put a TV camera in front of me and I'll just talk crap for hours to it. Doing that, and then they're going to do a B for VB. Good idea. I'm liking that. That's good.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That is
So that's it. That's it. We've finished. Just hope it looks all right. Sure, it'll be fabulous.
It's coming in.
Did she do it, or did someone else do it?
Do you know anyone else getting one today?
I don't actually. I don't know who else is getting one.
Yeah, I wondered who else is getting one.
Not sure who there is.
When you found out you were getting an OBE, how did you feel?
It's quite amazing really, because you hear about all the other people that have got the OBEs through the years. You know, and obviously one of them was Bobby Charlton, and you know, he was my idol, my dad's idol, so I think to hear that I was getting one and then receive it, probably first hit me when I actually got a letter and it said David Beckham OBE on it. So it's amazing.
I'm just going to slip into something a little bit more uncomfortable.
Do you reckon my hair's tightening up? I don't know, it's just...
Right.
What a treat for everyone. They say, put it away!
So who is going today then?
Me, Victoria, and my nan and granddad.
Do you like it? Today I am Audrey Hepburn.
So I met the Queen at the Commonwealth Games when I opened that in Manchester. She was lovely. I met her there, and then I've met Prince Charles before with Victoria. But that's it really.
Oh, is it true? Huh?
It'll be like catching up, like old time.
What are you talking about?
Right.
Would you mind doing me up?
When we went to see the Prime Minister, he was saying that when the whole England team went, I said that we were talking about the World Cup, and he said, oh yeah, we were sat there with the Queen watching the game against Argentina, and he was saying that she watches the games and things. So
Very conservative. Me? I look a little bit like, which I don't know quite what I look like. I look a bit, do I look a bit square? I do, I look square.
Ben, do you think it should be really tight, or do you think it should be a bit loose on top?
I think it's got to be really smart, basically, and all that, and just really clean and out of the way. You know what I mean? I don't think you want to risk anyone saying you look scruffy or anything. Unfortunately.
Romeo?
You're gonna have to conform to the Queen.
You're right, babe. Your hair looks really nice like that. Babe? Doesn't he look handsome? It looks so nice.
The Queen, she'll love it.
He looks so handsome. I reckon you're going to get the Queen going, you know. I seriously reckon you might.
Well, we need to try hats.
But we need to know the difference between the hats.
How are you, love?
I love it. That is amazing. Look what Daddy just got Mummy.
What?
That is gorgeous.
Can they just give you one belt?
I love this, David. Thank you.
Is that right? Is that on? Does that feel comfy?
I think so.
You can't see that from anyway.
She looks amazing.
I kind of think we need a bit of hair. Oh, the one that David got me. Isn't that beautiful? We're trying to give under my hat.
Did anyone phone up about the belt? Oh.
I'm a bit concerned I look like an idiot. What? I am a bit concerned I look like an idiot.
Don't get me!
We are off to the palace, so David's going to get his OBE, and we're very proud of him.
I'm looking forward to it.
Looking
Glad
forward
you're
to
here
it.
with me.
And David's nan and granddad are really excited. That's going to be a really nice day.
Really good.
And then we're going to have a lunch afterwards. You're coming to the lunch, yeah? So you'll see us at the lunch. Can't believe you're going to be David Beckham OBE.
I know, I've got to get you
Damn,
to call
can't
me that
believe you
as well.
beat me to it.
No, you've got to call me that.
But you know, when you become a sir and I'm a lady, I'm going to make everyone call me it. Everyone. Even you.
We'll see.
Have a lovely time. Enjoy yourself.
Hello. Hello, Monster.
Lovely, Danny.
Where's Brooklyn? Lovely.
Yeah, you?
Hello, beautiful.
Congratulations, David.
Oh, where is he? Wow, look how smart you look.
Hey, Buster! Woohoo! Look at you! Mummy saw the Queenie.
Did she? See, Bruce, you watching. You looking very smart there.
You know, everybody was really dressed up, you know, and you would think that people wouldn't, but everyone was so dressed up and everyone was really nervous and, oh, can I have a glass of champagne, please? It was just so lovely. Thank you very much.
Romeo!
Romeo.
What are you doing with your eyes? A good boy, Brooklyn.
Nana, where's Nana? Brooklyn, look at me. Hang on.
Where's Nana?
I was so proud of him. I just thought, but why does the Queen have a handbag? She's at home.
Yeah, but you really
I don't get it.
That face. Let me just take one more. The smile.
That'd be really nice.
Do you like the hat, Louise?
Lovely. Heard on the radio that you had some kind of thing going on.
Yeah. Looks lovely.
It is a huge
so
one.
much more handsome with his hair back.
Yes.
But I was there today and I thought, you know, I like the fact that we have a royal family. You know, it's lovely. But I was looking at her today, the Queen, and I'm thinking she's standing there for an hour and a half giving out these awards. She probably does this every day. She travels around. She, you know, she does a job at the end of the day, and she's still really polite, and she made every single person there today feel special. She spoke to everybody. You know, some guy got a medal for services to the Inland Revenue. I mean, who the hell would want to talk to him? But she did, you know, and I think that was so nice. Now, I'm a big fan of the royal family since going there today and seeing how they treat everyone. And
Did you have a look around the palace?
no, we had a little bit of a nosy round, and you know, it wasn't quite so stylish as Beckenham Palace. Not quite so stylish. Actually, I should have.
You then have to go through another piece. So that front bit you see is just literally a front piece, isn't
That
it?
front piece is
It's
added
not quite
on.
as modern, is it?
What, your
Oh, yeah. Will you wear this in bed?
Not with my Real Madrid kit.
No, just pinned to your non-hairy chest.
What did she say? She said, the Queen, what did she say?
She said that it was a great honour for her to be giving me the honour today, and she asked me if I had a game last night and if it's tiring travelling back and forward and playing football. I said no. No. And she didn't ask for an autograph.
What about a signed shirt?
No.
No?
She read my book though.
Did she?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Did she read it or did
Said
she get the
bought
tape
it at
version?
WH Smith as well.
Come on. Oh.
Bread.
And you will get it from
Victoria, did the press give you a hard time about all this agreement?
What about us getting divorced? You can divorce me, babe. There's something you haven't told me.
Better watch yourself.
I think to sum things up, things have been very difficult moving to Spain. It's really stressful, without a school for the children, without a house. Obviously, it's a new place. It's just been really, really difficult, and it's been very stressful. But I think we've come out of it all right.
The thing is as well, yeah.
Just a strange hat.
the twitch.
Yeah.
It doesn't help when you have to justify your marriage over and over again in the press as well. You know, you're being asked questions day in and day out about why your wife isn't with you and
but I
you
have
know,
been
is she
there a lot,
happy?
that's
I know,
the thing.
well, that's what I mean, but that's what it's...
Your mind, and it just starts probably, if there isn't a problem there, it's sometimes...
Well, it causes a problem just because of people think there's a problem, and they read the papers, they hear the news, some people believe it, and that's the way it is. But as long as we stay strong, and of course it's hard, of course it brings stress on the both of us and our families, because our mums and dads don't like seeing what's being said about us in the papers, because they know the truth. But of course it puts strain on us, but we're strong enough. We've got over a lot worse than this. But people say that they know how much Victoria's been out there, but she comes in and out by private plane, so no one actually knows how much she's been out there.
EasyJet, but different meaning.
But even though
EasyJet.
she will always travel in and out and be working, so that's the way it is. And I can accept it, so I don't know why other people should not.
But now we've got the house, we're happy there, aren't we?
Very.
Mind you know it's only rented and we've only got about another 3.5 months on it, so we've got to start all over again.
We'll be alright.
Find another house. But it's been good. It's been good, and I think what's gone on in the press, I don't mind it so much. I almost think you can learn a lot from it, and I think it's taught us so much, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I will divorce you if you keep knocking my Philip Tracy hat, because it's like a work of art.
What have you learned from it?
Just the fact that you really do have to pay no attention to it, and all that matters is the fact that you are happy, and that's the main thing. People are going to say what they're going to say, and I think a lot of the time that puts pressure on a relationship, and a lot of people cave in. I don't blame them for that, because it does make it very, very tough. But we're not like that, are we?
No, don't.
We're awaiting the man with those reindeer. He is on his way. In the meantime, he better watch out. Tarenton TV Christmas is next with all new clips. Then it's the ITV News at 11:10, and later we're at Manchester Cathedral for ITV's Christmas service at 11:20.